Okay, y'all. More information is coming out about Mr. Austin, y'all. Mr. Austin wasn't nothing nice, y'all. And we're gonna talk about it, y'all. Word on the street is Carmela wasn't the only one that he assaulted, y'all. Somebody close to him he assaulted. So we're about to talk about this, y'all. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To my day ones, twos, threes, and fours, thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not. And the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I cannot believe the things that's coming out right now. And how in the world of people, how in the world can you turn your head on the things that Austin was out here doing, y'all? He was posting up stuff calling Carmelo Anthony, pretty much, he couldn't wait to meet a monkey at the track meet. Okay? So he was looking for any black person to get out of line or do something to get their attention. And they were on him. And it makes sense to why soon as Anthony went in that tent, that Austin was on him. Because he was looking for trouble. Okay, y'all? Now, word on the street is, and I'm not surprised that people was talking about this, because I told y'all this at first. You don't become a bully overnight. He wasn't the first person that he didn't put his hands on. Now, word on the street is, I don't know these people, I don't be around them, none of that stuff. But the streets is talking. And people in their inner circle are talking. And word on the street is, y'all, Austin Metcalf not only put his hands on Carmelo Anthony, but he put his hands on his own father, y'all. A word on the street. This is what I'm hearing. And I keep telling y'all, the streets, when the streets is talking, it's powerful. Because they tell you stuff that people try to hide, y'all. Everybody ain't just listening to, what they got on the papers, because sometimes there are things that's hidden that's taking place behind closed doors. And I'm gonna tell y'all this: if this is true about him putting paws on his own father, who in the world is Carmelo Anthony if you put paws on your own father, y'all? So this goes to show y'all that Austin Metcalf was a troubled kid. You got a twin brother and you putting paws on your father. Your older father, you're doing some things to him to the point that you're causing bodily harm to your own father, y'all. Now, word on the street is, y'all, they got some martial arts in their background. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, this is why, and it makes sense why Carmelo would have a knife on him when you got these goons running around here. MVP goons, y'all. 4.0 a GPA average goons, y'all, running around here with allegedly martial art in their background. You mean to tell me these kids didn't went to school for fighting? So it makes sense to why Mr. MVP is leading the pack, running into a person of color, but let him call it a monkey face, to kick him out of the tent, y'all. And like I said before, if he had been a white person, would he have wanted to use his expertise to kick this other white person out of the tent? If he was posting up stuff saying he looking for a monkey, and he was letting the world know that he didn't like black folks, and this black folks just fell right in his hand, him and his little goons. I told y'all there was a matter of street association stalking, didn't I? Did not tell y'all this is what this was all about. Just because the color of your skin is white doesn't mean that you ain't out here street association it. Okay, y'all? a gang to the banging. That don't mean that you're, you wouldn't do nothing like this. They're saying that there's pictures out here. Now, I don't know if they're saying, word on the street, there's pictures of this guy out here throwing up street association signs. Are you serious? Are you serious? Like I said, this was the perfect storm. You got one kid that's knucklehead, that think he hard, think he running stuff because he is MVP and this and that, and he's over the football team and this and that. His size, it definitely mattered. Not only was he bigger than Carmelo Anthony, but word on the street is he went to school for martial arts. So he was looking for somebody to show off on with his little skills on. I'm just saying, y'all, my personal opinion. He was looking for somebody. And he found that person, y'all. He found them. And somebody that he thought that he was going to embarrass, dominate, break off in that tent, it didn't go the way he thought it was. And this kid defended himself. And he's in an area where his family thought that this was the best place for him. They never thought that these white folks that, he called himself putting his child around, they was going to have the biggest case of their life, the biggest fight of their life, to keep their child out of prison the rest of his life. And they had to depend on all of these white folks and a couple of minorities. Okay, y'all? But no blacks on the juror. On the juror. I just put up another video and I put up proof. This goes to show you how one-sided the situation is. I just put up proof to my subscribers that call themselves subscribe to me. Okay, y'all. This is why I tell y'all, a lot of people that been rocking with me from day 1, 2s, and 3s, I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. I do. But you see how you have people that push that subscribe button and they really ain't feeling you like that. As soon as something come up that they disagree on, even if you put up proof, this guy said that he couldn't wait to see a monkey at the track meet. And I put that video and just talked about it. I got some more subscribers checked out. You think I care? That? Don't let the doorknob hit you on your way out. These are the times when I'm glad that people like you get off my page. Then I don't have to keep throwing block parties for simple-minded people that ain't seeing what's really going on out here. What we have been dealing with for years. And we're still dealing with racism, y'all. It doesn't matter. We're dealing with this on a day-to-day basis. Even if you don't even be around no white folks, your child can grow up and get mixed up with somebody of another race. And you dealing with some more shitka there. And they don't understand what you've been through and what you're going through and what, it means to be somebody of color. They don't even understand the severity of it. They just add on to it because their attitude is just as worse as everybody else that don't like people of colors. And either you're going to put up with this shit or you're going to put your foot down. You're going to put your foot down. But you have to let them know, y'all. When you got family members that's out here dealing with these people and they cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and don't know no better. I'm just going to put it out there, y'all. You have to put your foot down, y'all. You have to let them know. When you are about that life and you ain't playing no games, you have to let them know that up front. Do you, boo-boo? But just know that that's still mine. And if something happen, I'm going to raise all H to the ELL over it. And don't think that you ain't going to ever walk around here without looking over your shoulder. If something does happen to that person, know that. And that's coming from Miss Lowdown. Because I'm dealing with the same type of situation my own self, y'all. Okay? This is sad on so many levels. It really is. And it's crazy that you run from one place to another thinking that it's better, and it's even worse than where you came from. And you think it's better because you think that the parents raised them the right way and they're not, from the hood, and they should understand, working and getting what you want and not taking it and this and that and fighting over territory and this and that and that and this. But the street associations in the hood is just as worse than the suburbs, y'all. If not worse. Because they have hidden agendas as well. It ain't about, oh, you can't come on this block. It's about you're never going to fit in with us because your skin is not this color. And people got to realize that. Look what's happening right now to all of the black folks, y'all, that's out here dating all the white folks, y'all, and all the drama that's coming from it. They never care about y'all in the first place. They just looking for, a come up. If they can get something out of you, they're going to do it. If you're a celebrity and you try to holler, they going to let you holler. They going to probably get a baby. They going to do whatever they is to stay in your pockets. And it is what it is. Look at what Walker Sosa, whatever his name, look what he's going through right now. She not only, I'm just saying, start talking to Drake, but she also tried to talk to another one of his friends. And they turned her down, and they dragging her online right now. They dragging her. A lot of people say, man, I don't believe you ain't hit that and all about, But some people care about the people that they grow up with, the people that they friends with. Sometimes there are some, I'm just saying, some real ninjas out here that ain't putting up with the bull crap, and they have each other back. But on the other hand, you got people that's supposed to be in your family, people that's supposed to be your friends, that's supposed to be loyal to you. They're not. They're not. And he's going through the same situation right now. Mr. Walker Flocka. Okay, y'all? Well, not Walker Flocka. Whatever his name is. Sosa Walker. Yeah, whatever, y'all. It's the Sosa and the Walker. Okay, y'all? He's going through the same situation. Now, let's get to this guy right here. I thought I put the picture up, but I'm going to put the picture up for y'all. Word on the street is Mr. Austin broke his daddy's arm, y'all. Broke his daddy's arm. Rode on the street. I wasn't there. I don't know. I don't know these people. None of that. But, the streets be talking. And they are saying that this guy is so aggressive. Yeah, y'all. He's used to getting his way. Okay? So, his daddy sends him to allegedly, karate school, whatever it is, martial arts. Then you turn around and use it on your daddy? I wonder if this going to come up in court too. Or is this going to be hidden? Because this is what's coming out now, y'all. Word on the street is, this is why his daddy arm is broke. Because his own son, the one that got taken out, y'all. Before he tell the truth, he going to come on there, he going to cry. Oh, he passed away in his brother's arm. He did this, he did that, he did that. But they not going to tell you about the daddy couldn't even stand his own ground in the house with him. He created a monster. This is what the world is saying. I don't know, I ain't been around him, but the streets is saying that he paid for these boys to go to school and karate and all this other stuff to learn some little extra stuff to know how to fight and this and that and that and this. And they turned around and used it on him. And this is why his daddy's arm is broke, y'all. This is what I'm hearing right now, y'all. This is what I'm learning. And they got the nerve to put this picture up with him. And he the one that broke his arm in the first place. Y'all, you can't make this up. Are leaning on faith. They're leaning on faith. Did you lean on faith when your son broke your arm? Allegedly. This is what I'm hearing. He broke his own daddy's arm, y'all. Okay? And if people want to try to make him out to be like he's just perfect, he was going to go to college. Oh my God, he was going to go to college. 4.0. But did he get that 4.0 because he was so smart, or was it because of the color of his skin? Ask yourself this question, y'all. Huh? Because he got an attitude problem from what I'm looking at and from people what I'm getting sent. He had a serious attitude problem. It goes on to say, I can't really understand everything, but I just believe in God. You believe in God? Well, why you ain't telling that your son broke your arm? If you believe in God, just y'all, please tell me, please. Why won't he tell the truth? Is it because it's his son and he wants some justice whatever way it can be? Never mind your son was a bully. Never mind your son was out here. I'm just saying, word on the street, other students is coming forth. And they don't want these students to talk, y'all. They're saying that this guy was a bully, y'all. This is what I'm hearing. This is what they're saying. This Axum has arm, yeah, bro. Let's see if Pawpaw gonna lie about it. Because word on the street is his own son broke his arm. And his daddy just put up with whatever and whenever with these twins. But they were dogging his own daddy out. Word on the street. I don't know if this is true or not, but this is what the streets is saying, y'all. And I'm going to listen to the streets, okay, y'all? Because they had a lot of stuff. Oh, my goodness, don't they had a lot of stuff. But the streets be knowing. The streets, the people that grew up around these people, the people that went to school with these people, these are the people that they need to be talking to see what type of person this person was. And from what I'm hearing, he was very aggressive. He was very aggressive. Spoiled brats. That was born with a silver spoon, okay? And they took advantage. This is what it seems like to me from what I'm hearing. And it was a matter of time. If it wasn't Carmelo, it was going to be somebody else who was going to probably take him out. Because he was going to try somebody sooner or later. If it wasn't him, it was going to be somebody else. And for some reason, allegedly, when he get around his little goons, he really think he hard. So if it had been Carmelo, y'all tell me in the comment section, would it have been somebody else? If you put pause on your own pawpaw, you will put pause on anybody or police or anybody. Because you feel like you got it like that. You feel like your skin white and you always right. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And for those of you who is unsubscribing, peace and hair grease to all of you. Okay? Y'all, when I tell y'all, you see the true colors of people when certain topics come out, it is what it is. You see it. Oh, long as she talking about the black folks, we gonna jump in and subscribe. But when you start talking about the white folks, they got a problem with it. I don't really see no black people unsubscribing because I'm talking about what's happening with this kid. Both of these kids. I don't see that. So it gotta be some white folks. You in your feelings? So you can jump on my page and listen to me talk about our people. But you don't want us to say nothing about yours? Kick rocks. Kick rocks on up out of here. Please. And I keep saying, don't let the doorknob hit you on your way out. I keep saying that. Y'all, this world is messed up. And these ain't the only people that kids is turning on them. Y'all, we all been going through it. Okay, y'all? Kids turning on the parents. Kids putting pause. I see this all the time. People be sending me stories about black families. I told y'all I had a video sent to me a while back about this girl and her mama. And this girl, she met this guy. And he was abusive to the daughter. So he started feeling like he could put balls on the mama too. On his mother-in-law. Yes, y'all. On the mother-in-law. Coming in her house, snapping on her, putting hands on her like she his child. His girlfriend's mother. So I'm not surprised about him putting balls on his daddy, if this is true. I'm not surprised about it. Because people that do this, they have attitude problems. They feel like they running shit. They can do whatever it is that they want. Y'all. That MVP, it boosts, it pumps their head up, y'all. He's MVP. Yeah, they think they running shit. Oh, he's the leader of the pack. You got to be careful who the leader of the pack is and who y'all following, y'all. All this follow the leader mess can get you in some mess that you will be in for the rest of your life. So be careful who you call yourself following the leader of, okay? Because this wasn't it right here. And his brother, oh, he passed away in my arms. Well, maybe y'all should have been acting like y'all had some sense and leave people alone. You would have been fine. If he did not want to leave, or even if this guy got smart with y'all, it still gave you no right to touch him, to put your hands on him. It was a gang of you. You had no right to touch him. Even if he said, touch me and see what happened. Even if he said that, you still shouldn't have touched him. But being the person that allegedly you are, a bully that bullies your own daddy, word on the street. People are saying, the streets is talking, y'all. They are saying he broke his own daddy's arm, y'all. Why ain't they talking about that in court? Why ain't his daddy and crying saying that, oh, I miss my son, but he had attention, he had, I'm just saying, a problem with anger issues and stuff like that. He put paws on me too. But no, you're going to have that part. You're going to have that part. And I can't stand parents like that. And I say this all the time. I always brought my son up. If I do something wrong, you tell me what I do wrong. I'm going to tell you what you're doing wrong. It's up to you or me. Are we going to listen or not? But you don't defend somebody that's doing somebody wrong. And word on the street, he was. And if he's putting paws on his daddy, they were probably running the streets of wherever city or state they stay in, doing the same thing to other people. I wouldn't doubt that they wouldn't get in their car and ride around and look for somebody of color. He just said he was hoping to run into a monkey at the trap meet. And you post that up, and then you get into it with a person of color, and they take you out. And now everybody is in their feelings. The courthouse don't want no black people on the stands because they don't want, everybody to be like, throw the case out or whatever, get locked or whatever. So you put all other people on there that probably feel the same way they feel about black people. Just so they can try to win the case. Y'all, this don't make no sense. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.